Hello and welcome to Famish for More. It's your girl Misha here. And if you are new to my channel, I'm just going to do a reintroduction. So, my name is Misha. This channel is about growing, getting more in life. I had a stroke, so I'm a stroke survivor. April 2021, I had a stroke that completely changed my life. Like, no income. First of all, I couldn't use my right side, so that's the first thing. And so that wiped out my ability to do anything. And so I literally had to start from scratch in every area of my life. And there was a lot of financial stress, period, and mistakes that I had to clean up. So this channel was birthed out of fighting back. So literally this channel is because I decided not to just sit around and soak in my depression, because I definitely went through depression, like, and then I think I sat in it for like a year and a half. I was still like pushing myself physically because I had to continuously rehab to get my right side back, which I'm so grateful for. I give, all the glory to God Most High for me being able to sit here and speak to y'all and use my hands and cross my legs, use my brain. You feel me? So it was a long journey. It's still a long journey. I'm not gonna cap. But the reason for the channel, it was birth, so we can keep going. I want to motivate other people, because in the stroke, I lost everybody. I don't have any friends, people that I thought was friends. I have associates, if I wanted to reach out to people and stuff like that. But I'm talking about that close knit. I don't have that anymore. And through my recovery, I just became more spiritual, more grounded. And God kind of ripped all of the material things or things that I thought were important away from me, and then start pouring into me. And I started seeing things differently. And so my vibration changed. And as a result of that, so are the people that I interact with. So are the things that I am interested in, and so that leads you on a lonely journey at first. And eventually you'll find your tribe. That's where I'm at. I've accepted. I've always been a loner, and I've always just had maybe one or two close friends. So, just going through this journey here, it's new, but it is so like reaffirming of my own inner strength and my own abilities, right? Because sometimes we become codependent on others and don't even know it. And then a tower moment will happen in your life and make you realize how codependent you were on others, or validations, or just you put worth into things that you shouldn't have. You put your energy into things that you shouldn't have. So when I had the stroke, it took me, knocked me right off the rocker, and I had to go sit my ass down and dissect my life. And it's still a process because you're never done healing. Okay, so that's a little, tidbit about me, Misha, and my channel, Famish for More. And so I have the podcast. The podcast is just me talking about, recovery, things that I'm learning, things that I'm like exploring. That's like my freedom space where I can just ramble, right? So yeah, check it out. It's also on Spotify. And yeah, and so here it's just my uplifting playlist. This will be just videos. This playlist is so old. Because I've had this channel for a long time. So a little backup. This was a makeup channel. So when I first came on YouTube, it was all about makeup, honey. I was learning how to do makeup. I was uploading videos, and that's what I was trying to do. And then, but I always had this knack for uplifting, telling people to like stay positive and da 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 da. So I have these old like videos of me during my little uplifting time. And so I decided to continue this playlist. So I deleted everything else. Well, all my makeup videos, they're privated, but everything that has to do with the uplifting playlist, I kept those. So if you're interested, Please go back and check those out. All right, so let's talk about why I am making this video today. It's all about financial, my financial credit. Okay, so when I first had the stroke, I had great credit, but I didn't have any insurance. Like when you're young and you're moving around, you don't think you need to be like I didn't think I needed to pay into like short-term disability. I know that like what I need to what I need to pay for that for, right? I need all my coins. Well, I didn't know I was gonna have a stroke, so I had a stroke, and so I didn't have anything to back me but my savings and my credit. And after that being all you have, that eventually goes away, right? It gets exhausted. Me not having the money that I used to have of the savings to fix these credit cards caused charge-offs, caused collections, and also just put me in a messed up situation because now I'm in a debt where they're calling, they want that. I'm healing. I'm stressed out. Like, I don't got no money coming in. I'm literally stressed out. So I couldn't handle those bills, and I let them go to collections, and I let a lot of them charge off. And then after going through the whole like depression shit and getting over that, I decided to attack my credit. Like, let me see where my financial situation, let me just look at it and see where I'm at and stop running from it. So I pulled up all my credit stuff and I was at like 498. My fucking mouth dropped like, oh my God. So I had to find out what to do. I had no money, so paying somebody to do it was out of the picture. So I love the research. So I started researching. I started following people, getting in lives, all that, and I started making me some notes, honey. And I started finding out about consumer laws and the Fair Credit Reporting Act, and I started downloading those books and reading those books, and I figured out I can attack this myself. I'm gonna do what I can, and then see what happens. So for the last year and a half, I've been attacking my credit. So I went from 498 and I reached a 714, right? But I still have collections that are just stubborn, won't come off. And I just want to talk to you because what made me make the video is because I'm in another realm trying to get them to take them off because they just annoying. They're annoying because the collection agencies that be harassing us, they don't even be having the legal right to fucking ask for money from us. They don't even have like proof showing that they bought the chain of how they bought your package, because literally they buy your debt for pennies on the dollar and then they try to harass you and mess up your credit. So they putting stuff on your credit without having the legal right to do that. And so the more you know, the more you can like fight, right? So knowledge is power. So because I didn't have the money, I dove into the knowledge part, and it's priceless, right? So I was able to take a lot of collections and a lot of things. Hold on, let me back up. So when you get active in checking out your credit, pull up your full credit report. Pull it up, because it could be stuff on there that you don't even know about that has nothing to do with you. Identity theft, different addresses that are not connected to you. There could be employments that's been added to your credit profile that you have nothing to do with. And then this will cause your credit score to drop drastically, because you can have some collections and charge-offs connected to your credit report that has nothing to do with you. Identity theft is a big thing in the United States, and it's going to get like worse. It's going to get worse. I think it was just a leak of all of our social security numbers just got leaked. So now it's the time to be on your credit report, checking it all the time. Like, I'm obsessed with it because I'm in the credit report repair like process right now for the past year, 2 years. So watch it now for real, because your social security has been leaked to the black web. We on the dark web. We don't know what will be popping up on our credit report. So go and freeze all three of your credit bureaus. So that's the one thing I wanted to say. So the first step I did was pull it up, seeing that I had some shit that wasn't even mine. And so I looked into the laws, the consumer laws, and I started attacking those first. So me just being able to get accounts and addresses that were not mine off of my credit report made a big difference in my credit score. So it jumped up because I was able to start. So because these accounts, even though they were in collections, they weren't mine, and these collection agencies could not prove that they were mine, and so they had to delete them. And I went through the CFPB because I learned that through another creator, to use them instead of keep trying to fight these battles yourself. So when I got them involved, baby, I started getting results. I'm talking about 2 days removed, 4 days removed. Like, they start falling off. I start getting responses. Oh, we're gonna remove and delete the account. Da, da, da. I'm like, I should have did this shit. Well, I didn't know this stuff was there, but I should have did this a long time ago. And so now I've done that, and that got me up to 7. What I'm dealing with now are mine, right? So the stuff that I'm dealing with now is the stuff that is a result of me not being able to fix it when I was completely disabled. And so now I am in another round, and it's just to get 2 last collections removed. I was able to delete so much. I didn't even know I had that many negative derogatory accounts. That's why I say it's so important for you to pull your full credit report, not Credit Karma, even though that's good if that's all you got. But I tell you to go to the annual free credit report. Do that and get the free one, because it's gonna put everything out for you, like your late payments, and it just gives more detail on what they reported on you. And so if it's not accurate, you need to get you a red pen and start marking the stuff that's not accurate, because one thing they do is always so quick to report some shit and it don't even be accurate. So if it's not accurate and you see it's not accurate, you have the right to demand it to be deleted. This is your credit report, not theirs. And that's what I had to learn. I had to learn my power. You got to learn your power. You do not have to be stuck with a low credit score and just accepting what they telling you. You know, do a little research, put a little fight on, put your fighting gloves on, and you definitely can get some results. I did it, $0. I'm telling you, $0, just a little research and actually applying what I learned. So you're gonna go up and down in this credit thing too, because this is the thing. Once you start deleting stuff, you need to start adding new credits onto your account. As you're adding these new credits to your account, it's going to make your credit age go down, but that's just temporarily. You want to not get obsessed with the score going up and down. You want to get obsessed with building out your credit profile. So that means first attacking all derogatory items, get them all off of get the collections off, get the charge-offs off, okay? And then you want to build it out. So you want to have your revolving credit, your installments, what else? New credit. You don't want to go, I could put up a little chart on how you're supposed to have it, but build it out so you have at least 3 to 5 new credit cards on your account. You have a personal installment loan of some sort, like a auto loan or a loan from the bank, something like that, and like a charge account. Yeah, but you want your payment balance to be 35%. So they go by it's a pie graph. Your credit is a pie, and so it's a chart, and it's 100, and 35% of that is your payments, your accounts, and it's just, you know what? Let me just pull it up, because they may just pull it up. Because this stroke brain, honey, I be trying to force it to remember stuff. It's like, no. And that's why I do a lot of note taking, and it has helped me, but that is why. and I can always go back to my stuff. Yeah, this credit stuff has changed my life because it's just since I changed the credit, it's allowed me to do a lot of things and knock a lot of things out of the way financially and just set myself up and position myself in a better way. So that's my pile. Here we go. So you got 35% of your payment history, and then you got 30% of what you owe, and you want to keep that, under 30%. They say they try to keep between 1 and 8%, but life happens. So if you got to go 30%, don't try to go over that for the overall percentage used. And then you got 25% of age, 10% new credit, and then 10% the mixture that you have. And so all of those is what you need to be focusing on, so you can get this 100% pie, and that'll get you closer to the 800 score that you and I deserve, right? So I came up with a nice little packet. It's been on my website now going on a year. I think I made it the end of last year, and it's step by step on what I did to get the identity theft stuff off, because that would help me boost my credit the biggest. And I feel like if you pull up your credit score and see that you have some things that you do not recognize, and there's some markings on there, there's some accounts on there that you don't recognize, that it's not yours. There's some addresses on there that are not connected to you. There are employment companies on there that are not yours. If you follow the steps in my PDF on my website, you will be able to get those things removed within at least 4 days to begin with. Like I said, I started seeing results in 2 days. And so they never came back either, because they weren't mine. Like, how you gonna put something on there and then fight me to keep it on there? No, once you recognize that they're doing something wrong and you point it out, if they don't have anything to back up facts that they have the right to put that on your credit report, they have to remove it. And so the more you know your power, the more you can see some things shake in your credit, life. So this is a quick little video. I hope it helped you. Hope it uplift and motivate you to start fighting for your credit. Me went from 0, nothing, partially paralyzed, right? And I did this in 3 years. I went from losing everything 3 years ago to building myself up, right? To having a great credit profile. I had to clear the table, honey. God had to clear the table. God cleared the table and reset me, reset my mindset, and start steering me in the ways that I needed to pay attention to and build my life back up. And so although I'm not there, I am so much further than I was if I would have just been sitting there thinking that I have to accept a bad credit score, a bad credit profile, because I didn't know better. So like I say, knowledge is power. The more you know, the more you can do and apply, and you'll start seeing results. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't give up. Keep fighting. They don't have the right. That's your credit report. And just don't give up. That's the thing. Like I said, I'm still fighting because I got 2 more things I need moved. And I'm going to keep fighting until they're removed. And I'm going to find out the legal ways that I can do so. And then I take those steps and I apply it, and then I see the results. And then I can go live the life that I want without that financial stress. Because being stressed and already sick and broke, they don't mix, right? So you gotta get yourself out the best way you can. And at the time, it was just me, with knowledge, a pen and a paper, and then applying those steps. And so there you go. I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace, love, and happiness.